Hello everyone, my name is Gobolt, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. And in this video, I really just want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a couple days now. This is like no video that, this isn't like an informational video or anything. It's just, as the video title says, this is what I want to make a video over. And I really haven't done a video like this, and because it really isn't something that I have a bunch of notes down, right? I'm just going to kind of speak off my head and speak, freely, and not care if I repeat myself or anything like that in this video, because I want to talk about something that I've basically, or not basically, but my me and a coworker that I work with have been talking about recently. I work with somebody who likes games just as much as I do, and we got talking about games today, or not today, actually, the past week and a half now, and we got talking about games not being good, and this has been something that's been kind of a talk for a while now. I mean, this has been a talk for at least since next gen has come out, with PS4s and Xbox Ones and stuff, and games not being good. And I don't know what you would define a good game, because for me, when I define a good game, I define it as gameplay over graphics. And I know a lot of people were complaining when the PS4 and Xbox One came out, because I think with the next gen, a lot of these companies were focusing more on graphics over gameplay, because they wanted to see that they wanted to kind of push the limits of graphics and stuff. I'm assuming. I don't know if this is correct. I'm just saying that because that's what I think. And I think they just wanted to focus on kind of getting the graphics awesome, but then quickly realized that these games, they need gameplay, because that's what players want. And it kind of got me thinking, because it's like, all these games that are coming out, even like Fallout 4, Rocket League, all these kind of games, I think it takes years to make a game, and it kind of made me think, like how it takes years to make a game. And with these games, with the next gen, I think being out for a year and a half, 2 years now, maybe, a lot of these games take about 2 to 3 years to make and stuff. Not all of them, but a lot of games make about 2 to 3 years to make, right? So I'm thinking to myself, a lot of these games that are still coming out to this day have been made a couple of years ago. I mean, like they were starting to make these games a couple of years ago with the intent of still trying to have gameplay over graphics. And I'm not saying all games anymore is still gameplay over graphics to this point, because obviously if they quickly realize, like, oh crap, the players actually want a game, they want gameplay, then let's forget about the graphics and go back to gameplay. Like, I mean, still give us good graphics, because this is next gen and stuff, but I think they kind of went back and thought, or went back and liked, or wanted to do gameplay over graphics. I had a brain fart there. I couldn't think. And that's kind of what, I think, like, a lot of them have time to kind of re-edit their games or redo their games, and like still have the same idea, just kind of add more to it and add more things to it, because of that, like that fact and stuff, or because of like players wanting gameplay over graphics and stuff. And what me and my, not friend, but my coworker, I guess, have kind of talked about at work is how games aren't good. And like, I agree with them. And I'm posting Rocket League gameplay because this is one of the top games for me anyway. This is one of the top games that came out in 2015. I know 2016 is new, and there's not that many games that have come out yet in 2016. But for 2015, Rocket League was one of the better games that came out that year. Like, Fallout 4 is a good game. I'll give it that, but it's not a 10 out of 10. It's probably a 7 out of 10 in my opinion, as a whole, because once you kind of beat the game, you're left with nothing to do. And I can't really talk because there really isn't that many games that I've gotten. But I look at it like this. Like, I used to watch Twitch all the time, right? And I used to watch games like, I used to be a Call of Duty nerd, so I really can't speak. But like GTA 5 and Battlefield 4, and I don't know, like Skyrim, Oblivion, do people just find reasons to complain? Because a lot of people, I see these people still playing GTA to this day, and like they still complain, and I never really know, because it's like, these games, like, you can still put days into them, and like they just don't seem that good. Like, I know games are good when you have a good story. Games are good when you have good graphics. Games are good when you have good gameplay, when you have a lot of side missions, when you have a lot of quests, when you have a lot of that stuff. And I don't know what these game developers are doing, making these games that just have quick gameplays, a quick, not that many side quests, mainly focus on a story, and that's about it. And there's really nothing else. Not that much customization, not that much, like freedom, I guess, and stuff. And I don't think a lot of games have really focused on that in the, last year or so. Like back then, I used to. I mean, like I said, I used to be a Call of Duty fanatic, but I still love games like GTA, Oblivion, Skyrim. What other games have I played? I had to think. Skate. I have to think, like, I mean, I can't really name them off, but I played quite a bit of games to kind of be able to sit here and talk. I know I played a lot of Call of Duty. You guys don't know that because obviously my channel hasn't had that much Call of Duty yet, but I used to be huge in Call of Duty, and that's really irrelevant to this subject right now because it don't really matter in this video. But I still have kind of a room to kind of say like games aren't good or games aren't this or something because, for me, like a good game is something that I can play days on end. And I have to say, like, GTA is a good game. And, like, GTA 5 was a great game, and people sit here and complain about it. And, like, Fallout 4 is a great game, and people sit here and complain about it. Rocket League is a great game, and people sit here and complain about it. Like, I don't know what it is with people because it seems like with games anymore, they play it for 2 weeks, they get bored. And I kind of look at it like as if it's on Twitch, on twitch.tv, if you guys ever seen that. I look at it like that. Like a game comes out, it gets 50,000 to 100,000, even more views maybe, and then it's there for about a week or two, and then it just dies off, and it gets like 200 views, and then people just complain about it the whole time. Like, oh, that game wasn't that good, and Angry Joe makes games out to be like worse than they already are. And those kind of people, like, they just ruin the game before people can really have a chance. And I understand you want to have a review, you want to understand what's coming out for a game. But I think a lot of people have kind of just taken it to the next level and just rush through the games anymore rather than just play them for themselves and just take their time with them. And that's why I push. If you guys have watched my recent videos, that's why I've pushed in almost all of my recent videos saying, like, you guys definitely should take your time with games. If you have to restart, I mean, do your best to take your time with it. Don't rush through it. Take it all in. Take the story in, all that. Because games, I don't know for sure, to be honest, if games developers have intended to make games quick on purpose or if they just don't really have stories anymore. And I'll be honest, a lot of stories from games that I've played really don't have a great story. And if you find any games, let me know for sure. Like, I would love to have a game that has a great story, but not many games have had a really good story. Like, a lot of the things that people say are corny and just kind of cut out and just kind of blah, like Black Ops 3's campaign sucked. Fallout 4's campaign was just sketchy and wasn't really done very well. I know they had 11,000 voice recordings. It wasn't done very well. And Battlefield 4's campaign, I know this didn't come out this year and stuff, but like, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't that great. GTA 5's campaign was great, and I can only speak for games that I've played too. Like, but I'm kind of just saying because a lot of people I've watched on Twitch and stuff, people I've seen on YouTube just say games suck. And this has been something that's kind of been going on for a while now, and I just, I don't know. Like, I don't know if games suck. Like, for me, in my personal opinion, I have to say, like, games aren't really that great anymore. I used to be able to play games for months and months and months, and anymore I'm like, crap, I played a game for a month and a half now, and I got to find a new one because this one's boring. So I'm speaking off my behalf, and, like, in this video, I might have seemed like I'm kind of all over the place, or at least seem like I'm all over the place. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm kind of all over. Like, I'm talking, just kind of off the top of my head. And in this video, like, this isn't my other videos or a planned out video. This is, well, it's planned out, but it's something that I really didn't take any notes on or didn't really think of how I'm gonna do this video. I'm just kind of like, that sounds like a good thing because me and my coworker talked about it, and it's like, yeah, that sounds like a good video because he's a gamer. And I just wanted to kind of put in my word. Like, like I said, a lot of YouTubers out there have talked about this for years since Next Gen has come out. A lot of people have talked about it. Games not being good, games not being fun and addicting like they used to, and all that kind of stuff. And it just kind of got me, thinking like I want to make a video and I want to put in my word of why I don't think games are good. I think like they could be better. I mean, if you put your time in, if people would stop pre-ordering games, I think games would be better. It would force the companies to really put in time and effort and stuff. I definitely think that would definitely work. I think that would definitely get people to do a lot better. But like I said, I just wanted to put in my word and kind of explain to you guys why I think the games aren't as great as they could be, or at least used to be, and kind of just talk about what I think of games at this current stage and stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this all over gameplay. My name is GoBolt, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.